All right, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, students. Are you ready? Welcome to the 2022-23 Niobrara Academic Awards. We are here today to celebrate the outstanding academic accomplishments of our students during this school year. So all certificates, awards, and medals will be given to the students in a packet at the end of this school year or when those packets are ready. So thank you for joining us today. All right, today we're going to begin with Mr. Don Hanslick from the VFW, who will present awards from the Voices of Democracy, followed by Mrs. Sharon Scott, who will announce the Americanism Essay Writer winners, along with the students who have been selected to represent Boys and Girls State down in Lincoln this summer. Please give Don a warm welcome.
Thank you. Congratulations to everybody this afternoon. Today we're here, as you probably know, many of you, through Miss Callahan's class. You guys write for the Voice of Democracy. And this year we had 2 winners. And so we're going to call your names out. Willie Johnson here, he's Voice of Democracy chairperson, because we have to have one for each post. And Willie will give out the following awards. The first and second place. First place is Chloe Hanslick. The second place is Carly Nielsen.
Congratulations. Thank you, girls, for your involvement in the Voice of Democracy program.
Thank you guys very much. Appreciate it. And thank you again to Ms. Callahan for sponsoring and making sure this gets done. And we hope more of you participate next year. We'd even like to see the Voice of Democracy plus the Patriots pen come up in the Niobrara curriculum. So anyway, with that, thank you again.
I'm also involved with American Legion Writers of Bloomfield, and there was some involvement by the students here. In our essay contest, we had 42 entrants, and our winners were Jan Kuhar from Bloomfield is first place. Second place was Brandon Rimper from Wynot, and third place was Callie Cutts from Osmond. Had a lot of exceptional essays this year. Thank you for your involvement.
Kathy Meyer is joining me today for presentations. First thing I'd like to do is Girls State and Boys State. We have 4 students that are going to be representing Niobrara School at Cornhusker Girl and Boy State. It costs $400 for each student to attend Boy and Girl State. So we find the money and we send the students. As I call your names, would you please come down? We have some special gifts for you. Representing Boys State and sponsored by American Legion Post 224, Jordan Ingebo. And representing American Legion Auxiliary, we have 3 girls. They all interviewed so well, we found the money and decided to send all 3. So we're glad we're able to do that. Chloe Reynolds, Donica Reynolds, and Tiffany Thiemann. We have a couple of special gifts for them. Jordan, you don't get a fancy bag. All you get is an envelope with a prize inside. essay. We had 75 students that sent in essays. Very good response. We only had 2 classes that did not participate, but we're probably one of the best schools in the state that are involved in the Americanism contest and really participate. So very much appreciate you students doing that, and thank you teachers for allowing them to be involved in that. We're going to start out with 3rd and 4th grade, and we're going to go backwards here and do 3rd place first. Gunnar Nielsen. And students, please stay up here so we can get a picture. 2nd place, Janessa Whipple. And 1st place, Delilah Fremont. Fifth and 6th grade, and they're all 5th grade winners. 6th grade chose not to participate. 3rd place, Olivia McClellan. 2nd place, Joan Chang. And 1st place, Gabe Knoyer. Really good essays, and the 1st place winners are sent on to be judged in the state, and we'll hear about those. I think maybe when I go to Kearney in June, I'll find out about those. Now, 7th and 8th grade. 3rd place, Keely Coyne. Second place, Christine McCauley. First place, Alex Matacek. Ninth and 10th grade. 3rd place, Taylon Stark. Second place, Chloe Hanslick. And 1st place, Maya Shohan. Grades 11 and 12. 3rd place, Donica Runnels. 2nd place, Billy Pritchett. And I want to mention that Billy Pritchett, she also is going to Girl State. She's going to be sponsored by Lynch American Legion Auxiliary, so she'll be joining our students at Girl State. In 1st place, Chloe Reynolds.
Can you guys squish closer together?
Students, you're going to have to get together real close.
High school, why don't
Taller
you-
ones get behind.
Are they gonna fit?
Yeah.
Once again, thank you so much for your participation, students. We appreciate it.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Hanslick and Mrs. Scott, for all that you've done and continue to do for our community, our school, and our students here at Niobrara. We are now going to honor students with outstanding attendance. I'll wait for them to get settled.
You have a bag sitting. That's typical. Yeah.
Oh,
You want me
okay.
to give
I'll
that
make
to
sure she
you
gets
later?
in. All right, Niobrara Schools has placed an emphasis on the importance of school attendance. The following students have demonstrated perfect attendance for the first 3 quarters of the school year. There were many students who missed less than 1 day, but I'm just calling the names of those who did not miss any days for the quarter. Quarter one, please stand, students, as I call your name. Raina Kaufman, Helen Moody, Billy Pritchett, Chloe Reynolds, and Reed Tiki. Stay standing. Come on, Raina. Quarter two, McKaylee McClellan, Harley Stark, Brooke Henry, Olivia Holtz, and Winter Henry. And finally, quarter three, Arlen Lammers and Joel Valberg. Congratulations, students. Picture? Come down for a picture. Be careful, but be fast.
My lifeline.
Perfect attendance is important and a big accomplishment, so. Come on, guys, squeeze together. Scooch down in the front. Can they fit?
Smile though.
All right, let's hear it for them. Perfect attendance, everyone. All right, each year, students are named to the principal's NBC All-Academic Team. To qualify for this award, students must be a junior or a senior and have maintained a GPA of 3.5 and higher. Students, please come forward when I call your name. Yesenia Deanda, Natasha Henry, Olivia Holtz, Carly Nielsen, Ashley Parks, Kennedy Reynolds, Harley Stark, Chelsea Valberg, Haka Frazier, Brooke Henry, Winter Henry, Billy Pritchett, Chloe Reynolds, and Tiffany Thiemann. Congratulations, NBC Principal Academic Officer. I promise you won't have to listen to me the whole time. Honor Roll. The following students have received the Honor Roll Award. Honor Roll consists of 3 categories. 1, an A+ superior with all A's. The second is superior, 4 A's and no grade lower than a B, or honors, no grade lower than a B. At some point during this year, the following students have received recognition in one of the following 3 areas mentioned. I will list them. Just stand up in the audience, please. Natasha Henry, Carly Nielsen, Olivia Holtz, Kennedy Reynolds, Harley Stark, Ashley Park, Kellen Moody, Chelsea Valberg, Yesenia Deanda, Dante Justo, Brooke Henry, Winter Henry, Billy Pritchett, Chloe Reynolds, Tiffany Thiemann, Haka Frazier, Maya Shohan, Colt Adama, Chloe Hansler, Alana Denny, Amariah Block, Taylin Stark, Elena Mackey, Dwayne Traversky, Clayton Lammers, Leon Kaufman, Delaney Reynolds, Wade Pritchett, Arlen Lammers, McKaylee McClellan, Isabella Boyd, Reed Tiki, Ashton Henry, Gracie Fritz, Keely Quine, and Emiliano Hayes. Look at all of these students. Nice job, students. All right. Arlen, you ready? This year, Niobrara hosted a local Niobrara school spelling bee and sent 1 representative from 8th grade to participate in the Knox County Spelling Bee at the courthouse. Congratulations, Arlen Lammers, who represented Niobrara and placed Bank and the Nebraska School Activities Association chooses 48 high school students from across the state of Nebraska based on scholastic achievement, NSAA activity participation, school improvement, school involvement, community involvement, and a citizenship essay. This year, we'd like to congratulate Harley Stark for earning this distinguished honor. Please come forward. And my final one, Best of Class. Best of Class is an annual event that started in 1983 with Channel 9 KCAU TV. Each local school in Channel 9's coverage area is asked to send the best of class to Sioux City for a day of recognition. Congratulations to this year's Best of Class, Carly Nielsen. Yeah, I got nothing to give you. All right, we will now hear from Mr. Reynolds and Ms. Matacek with Skills USA.
Okay, hello. I'm Mr. Reynolds, this is Ms. Matacek. We're the advisors for the Skills USA Club here in Niobrara. All right, the mission statement of Skills USA. Skills USA empowers its members to become world-class workers, leaders, and responsible American citizens. We improve the quality of our nation's future skilled workforce through the development of Skills USA framework skills that include personal, workplace, and technical skills grounded in academics. Our vision is to produce the most highly skilled workforce in the world, providing every member the opportunity for career success. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to ask the Skills USA Club to come forward down here and stand to be recognized. Maybe split it up and take a... So don't overdo it. Very good. Take a spot. All right. Okay. Our current Niobrara Skills USA Club has 19 student members and 2 professional members. Our year began in October with our annual holiday food sale. As a group, we sold over $10,000 in products. Our number 1 salesperson was Billy with $1,092. Billy, step forward. Olivia was right behind her on $4 less, but yeah, Billy won. All right. April 13th, 14th, and 15th, the club of this year, 2023, the club traveled to Grand Island, Nebraska for the Skills USA State Leadership and Skills Conference. The following are our medal winners and their contest. The rest are our contests our students competed in and didn't place. Well, I congratulate you all for your efforts. So here we go, a little bit of a list here. But Amariah was a state champion in extemporaneous speaking, so step forward. Colt was a mousetrap vehicle distance, the junior division, first place. Layton was state only metric 500 junior division, first place. Dante, state only metric 500 senior division, first place. Preston, state only mousetrap vehicle speed, senior division, first place. But Olivia missed a spot for him because he was busy, so Olivia, you step forward too. Talon, state only prepared speech, first place. These 3 girls that are coming up next, I'm really proud of them. They did a contest called Promotional Bulletin Board, and they were like, we tried this contest probably like 4 different times in the past, and we just have never really had it placed or anything. But they had to do a lot of extra work. I mean, beyond just sitting in the classroom doing it. We sat here after school one night for probably 3 hours when I was supposed to be at track practice with Miss Pritchett. I had to skip practice to help them, but they got second place, tough contest. But it's Carly, Candy, and Olivia, promotional bulletin board. I put their bulletin board out in the lobby out there, so on your way out you might see it, and there's like a notebook of some of the work they had to do to put in a notebook, and they won a little plaque also for second place, so that is a pretty big deal.
The judges also said that they had the best looking resumes out of everybody in the contest. I think that's worth mentioning.
And I'll continue. Clayton Lammers, state-only bridge building, junior, second place. Clayton won the mousetrap vehicle junior division. Oh, he got second place in the mousetrap vehicle speed in the junior division. Okay. Layton, state-only mousetrap vehicle speed junior division, got third place. Okay. All right, the rest of these guys, they didn't win. I'm certain none of them placed last. I think that's the one thing they all worry about. Are they going to let everybody know I finished last place? And I threaten them that they will, but they really won't, though. But I know none of them have. I checked on a couple of them. Billy and Rowdy for certain didn't finish last place. They competed well in their contest. But Billy participated in restaurant service. Pearl was in state-only job interview contest. Raina, state-only job interview. Chloe, state-only job skill demonstration. Maya, state-only job skill demonstration. Chloe, state-only metric 500, junior division. Colt, state-only metric 500, junior division. Taylon, state-only metric 500, junior division. Danica, state-only metric 500, junior division. And I'm keeping going. Kellen, state-only metric 500, senior division. Dante, state-only technical team problem solving. Carly was also on that problem solving team. Kellen was on that same problem solving team. And Kennedy was on that team also. And Preston. And then lastly, Rowdy was in the welding contest. So that's the kids and what they did at Skills USA. The final, there's 2 more things. Academic Achievement Awards. Every student at Skills USA is recognized for getting a GPA of 3.5 or higher the prior semester. The following students are recognized by Skills USA for the academic achievement. Winners: Emery Block, Billy Pritchett, Chloe Hanslick, Clayton Lammers, Cole Adama, Carly Nielsen, Candy Reynolds, Maya Shohan, Olivia Holtz, and Taylon Stark. Now we're getting close. Every year we recognize Niobrara Skills USA members for their continuous years of service with a scholarship. The winners of the Niobrara Skills USA Scholarship for 2023 are as follows. Carly Nielsen, $200. Save it for last, how about that? Olivia Holtz, $200. Dante Husto, $200. Preston Crosley, $200. Candy Reynolds, $400. And Kellen Moody, $400. To collect their scholarships, they need to be enrolled in a college or a training program of some time and return to school next year to tell their former peers about their college experience. And that is all I have for Skills USA. Thank you, guys.
If you're student council, you can stay down here. Or you can come back down later. So student council, come on down if you would, please. Thank you, guys. All right, so grades 7 through 12 student council reps. These are kind of expectations that the group has set for themselves as well with guidance from the National Student Council site. But we are expected to be leaders who demonstrate strong work ethics, They demonstrate responsibility through academics and show respect to everyone in our school, the students and all staff, all students and all staff. They need to have the ability to communicate well, and they work as a team, because throughout the year, this is the group of the people who communicate ideas from the student body to bring them back to the student council and then into administration when appropriate. They report to the class the results of student council meetings. They volunteer as needed, and we use that a lot. They're a source of spirit for the school. They participate in all student council activities. They're responsible for helping with homecoming, school dance activities, including the planning, organization, preparation, and cleanup. So these are the people that are here Saturday mornings, Saturday nights, cleaning up before and after dances. They actively participate in fundraising activities. This last year, I think we did 2 concession stands. Next year, we're up for 3 probably, and they lead groups during cleanup day. This year, we had to skip over spring cleanup day because the calendar just didn't allow for it with all the snow days and crazy weather and stuff. So we will be looking at moving that to fall permanently because the weather's more predictable, the calendar isn't as full. So we look forward to having a really good one this fall. If you are a student in the audience who's not in student council yet, it's for 7th through 12th graders, and we sent out a survey this morning saying if you want your name included on the ballot to vote for next year. So please make sure that you do that. And we're about a half hour in, and I bet everybody could use a stretch. So why don't we stand up and clap for these people that work so hard for all the students in the school. Everyone. Next up, we have our certifications that we do either in digital media or information technology class. The information technology ones are to get their Microsoft Office certifications done, so that's like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. We still are finishing Excel test, and some have started some PowerPoint. These are industry recognized certifications, so it'd be the same as if you got like a ServSafe certification or a CNA certification. These look really good on resumes, and this is through a career and technical development grant that the state of Nebraska does. So this is something that at the state level is watched closely too, and our students have made us look very good this year. So I'm going to start with the Word ones. If you know you have Excel, just plan to stay down here then too. Okay, so far certified in Microsoft Word, we have Taylor Stark, Dwayne Traversy, Julius Brandt, coming up, we're coming on down, Elena Mackey, Tate Frazier, Amaran Locke, and Clayton Lammers. Those guys all got their Word certifications. If you can go to that side and we can watch a picture of you too, that would be fantastic. Microsoft Excel certifications completed. We have Amariah, Dwayne, Taylin, Lena, and Julius so far. Like I said, a bunch of students. And then Amariah and Taylin, we just jumped right into it and figured we'll see how we do. They passed their PowerPoint one the other day. They looked at PowerPoint maybe 2 days or something before you took the test. Tried it out and passed that too. So they'll get a little certificate in the mail saying that they are Microsoft Office Associates. So give them a great big hand. All right, and then in digital design class this year, we offered the opportunity to get your visual design using Adobe Photoshop certification. So I'll just have you guys come down quick then. I've got that too. We have Carly Nielsen, Chelsea Goldberg, Carly Stark, Winter Henry, Olivia Holtz, Brooke Henry, Natasha Henry, and we anticipate Chloe Hanslick to be getting that in the very near future, right, Chloe? She's gonna get it. We're just gonna put her in the picture. Also notable, Carly had a perfect score on hers. I've never seen that on any certification test before, so pretty amazing. Give her another hand. It looks like Next up, we have Honor Society speech and scholastic performance.
All right, first we're going to recognize Honor Society. Honor Society students, I guess, as I say your name, if you'll stand up, please, when we get to that. We would like to recognize the efforts of the Honor Society students. It is more than likely you have already seen these students be recognized in other academic and also tonight at the athletic awards as well. The National Honor Society membership is a gift given to you by your teachers. It is a way to show appreciation to those of you that represent Niobrara High School with an exceptional standard of academics, character, leadership, and service. The white stoles that you see some students wearing at graduation signify them as being National Honor Society members, right there. So when you see that on their graduation gown, that means that they are an Honor Society member. That is a gift from the faculty here at school for being amazing. Okay? All right, our new members, so stand up. Our new members were inducted February 2nd to include Senna Swally, Wolfie, Kellen Moody, oh, I'm going to go really fast, just stand up, okay? Kellen, Heihaka, Chloe, Maya. Now we give those kids. And they join the current members of Danica, Billy, Tasha, Chloe Reynolds, Kennedy, Ashley, Yesenia, Carly, Harley, and Olivia. Did I get it right? Like to give a great big thank you for everyone who supports us on our big fundraiser, which is our Valentine's Day flowers. Anybody like to guess how many flowers we sold this year?
2,000.
We were over 1,200 flowers. I lost track after that. So, all of that, we will culminate our year basically. We're going to go to the zoo in the 17th, I believe, is what's on the calendar. To celebrate these amazing kids. For the rest of you that are non-members yet, here's the qualifications. In order to receive an application packet that I will sneak into your locker, you have to have 3 semesters done. You have to be halfway through your sophomore year. You have to have a cumulative GPA, like all of high school, of a 90% or higher, and I cannot round up. So if you are an 89.7, it's not going to work. It has to be a 90% or higher, so check your report card. You have to ask Ms. Pritchett to nicely print off a transcript. You have to write an essay where you give enough evidence of your leadership, good character, and the times you have served your community. There are step-by-step instructions and a rubric included in your packet to help you write this essay. It is a secret who gets the application, who turns in the application, what you talk about in the application, and which teachers are on this selection committee. If you don't make it the first time, you can apply again, as long as you still have that 90% GPA. If you need to get volunteer hours or leadership experiences in before the next application round, I would strongly suggest that you do some projects this summer. There's all kinds of opportunities within our community. All right, give the Honor Society kids a round of applause, please. All right, I need my speecher kids up here, just for moral support and other reason. You can find my kiddos. Okay. There's all the papers. All right, we have our OAD. We should have Olivia, Harley, Maya, Chloe, and Taylor. Yes? Yep. Okay, we got a duet, Billy and Olivia. Okay, extempors, Yesenia and Amara. Yep. Death loser. Good. Okay. Humorous, we have Danica. Serious, we have Maida. Poetry, Rita. Yep. Got everybody? Okay. All right, good morning, sunshine. That was the exact response that I get every morning when I go to pick these up. We leave like at 6 in the morning on Saturdays. And our good morning phrase is, good morning, sunshine. And they usually give me that same, usually rolling into the van. This is my second year coaching speech. I owe these girls a ton of gratitude. Speech season lands in a tough time of year. It's the peak of both basketball and wrestling season. and it's hard to squeeze in enough time to work on your pieces. These are always the same kids who are in multiple activities. We added events this year that none of us had experience with. It's a tough activity and it demands a lot from its participants, but I hope you senior girls agree with me that it's given you lots of great memories. To lead off, okay. To lead us off, maybe you have met Wiley, his mammy, two storytellers, and the hairy man himself, or heard of the famous cricket. Can't do it. Oral interpretation of drama, or OID, is basically a short play for 3 to 5 people with very specific rules that you try to bend but not break. It involves more work than any other event. Not only is there a delivery of the lines, but there's multi-level blocking, that's where you're at on the stage, reactions, and yes, singing and choreography. Wiley and the Hairy Man is a well-known piece, and Niobrara has taken this same piece to state several times. This year is no different. Nice job, ladies. Seeing the look on Olivia's face when they announced you as qualifiers is a moment that I will remember for a very, very long time. These ladies held their own at the state speech competition, finishing just out of the medals with a 9th place. 4 out of the top 8 finishers were OIDs that we competed against every week. Our area is very tough. Thank you to everyone who helped send us off and came to watch us perform. Your support has been amazing. Harley and Olivia, you have been anchors of this team. I hope you get the opportunity to take a theater class as your arts elective at USD, right? So you can perform again. I would love to see that. You guys are leaving behind 3 very talented underclassmen in Maya, Chloe, and Talon that I already have plans for. And you will always have Witchy Woman. I knew somebody was going to say it. Olivia and Billy used their physical comedy skills to bring best friends fighting over a boy in the library to life in the duet dibs. The duet competition is one of the largest and most highly competitive events at speech meets, especially in Northeast Nebraska. Every Saturday, you are competing against either the state medalists from the last year, this year, or next year. Competition season started off questionably. It soon evolved into a very competitive and funny piece. They often had the entire room laughing. Both of these girls are natural actors and have so much comedic talent. Next, I would like to recognize Yesenia and Amariah. They do extemporaneous speaking. Extemp means spontaneous, in the moment, not prepared for. While you might think that this sounds great, you don't have to write this big long speech or memorize it or make posters. Hey, extemp is only a 5-minute speech, no problem. Yeah, there's a problem. You write and perform 2 speeches every meet about topics so obscure it's laughable. Extemp kids are their own breed. I couldn't do it, even now as an adult. The big hurdle in extemp is time. If you make time, you almost always make finals. Often it was only 5 or 10 or maybe 20 seconds that kept Yesenia out of finals. It was very frustrating for her, but I am so proud of you for taking on the toughest event in speech and doing a great job every week without complaint. I will miss you so much next year. Amariah took on extemp as a freshman. That's pretty brave. She made finals at districts, which is quite an accomplishment. I hope you keep up with current events so that you are even more ready for next year. Some new events for us were poetry, humorous prose, and serious prose. Raina signed up for poetry, but we could never just get it worked out to be performance ready. She did get to see what Poetry World is all about, and it is not for the weak. I hope you try it again next year. You've got a great start already. Serious prose is really heavy topics. Performers get really into it. It is mentally exhausting just to watch these performances. There's crying and screaming, and somebody's always dying. Maida found a great script, and we were sitting there reading it and trying to interpret it, and then we figured out that the grasshopper in the jar was the writer's mother, and they killed her on purpose because she had Alzheimer's. It was very dramatic. I have to give Maida a huge compliment. She got up there as a freshman in front of people that were paid to criticize her. Her first time performing, and her knees were shaking, right? You were scared to death, but you still did it. It was probably the worst 8 minutes of her life. Every week she came back better and better. I hope that I told you how proud I was of you then, but in case I missed it, boy am I proud of you for doing something that most people in this room will never have the courage to do. Atta girl. Humorous prose is kind of a hot mess variety show. And it's usually one person doing multiple characters with a comedic storyline. Danica picked out a script where she was arguing with her own anxiety. Danica comes alive on stage. You think Danica is this cute little adorable package of cute here, and you put her in front of her crowd, and she has the biggest personality of anyone I've ever seen. She's flying all over the room, throwing herself on the floor and yelling at herself. Her sarcastic tone and comedic timing are perfect. I hope we can find another script that suits you just as well, because I have a feeling Danica could be a contender for state next year. Okay, I would like to recognize the fact that we have a junior high team this year. There are not a lot of junior high meets close to us, so we have to travel very far, very early the last couple of Saturdays. These junior high meets are way bigger and have all classes in attendance. When we're there, we're competing against Omaha schools. Austin has an informative speech. Just stand up, guys. Austin has an informative speech. Christine does extemp and impromptu, which are different. And Gracie, Cicely, and McKaylee have an OID. That OID medaled 4th place at the largest junior high meet in the state. Also, a quick shout out to Chloe, who was willing to go and judge at this huge meet. It was an interesting experience. But I guess to conclude, invite those of you that are not in speech to at least give it a thought. Yes, it's scary, but I would say some of your best memories, I think, come out of the van and out of the gym and out of those experiences. It is a great activity that actually does prepare you for the rest of your life. So give them a round of applause. I'm very proud of them. All right, I think I have Scholastic Contest. All right, last quick little one. Scholastic Contest was actually held in person this year for the first time since COVID. So they unfortunately dropped a lot of the tests that they used to do, so not nearly as many opportunities for our kids to compete. But we went down there and we did have some kids get in the top 10. I would also like to point out that our kids are the life of the party over lunch. I usually have to beg kids. To go do karaoke. Our kids were like lined up to get up there, and they were doing line dances out in the middle. It was amazing. I think everybody knew who most of those kids were by the time we left. So, quick recognitions of those that placed here in the top 10. I guess just stand up and we'll recognize you. All right, Chloe Reynolds, you got 10th in Anatomy and Physiology. Bailey Pritchett, you got 10th in Technical Math. Nice job. Okay, we got Elena, you were 10th in Computer Literacy. Nice job. And our last placer was Carly Nielsen. You were 8th in drafting. And okay, I think that's it. Who's up next? Let's just start with music. All right, thank you, everybody.
We'll try not to take that long. I want to go ahead and thank all of the music students that I've had for the past quite a few years, because this is my last year of music. I've enjoyed every moment of it, and I will miss you guys, but I hope you continue on to your next endeavors and continue to sing, play band, and do those kinds of great things, because I'm going to come watch you. All right, so this year we took our band down to Elkhorn Valley for a pep band deal, and I actually think that we came out really, really close to winning the money portion of that, if I remember right. But that was a lot of fun, and I hope the kids enjoyed that. So for band, first year pins go to, and you can just stand up, Amariah Block, Alina Mackey, Taylon Stark, and Tate Fraser. Second year, Chanel letter goes to, for band, Maya Shohan. Third year bars go to Jordan Ingabo, Billy Pritchett, and Chloe Reynolds. Fourth year bar goes to Natasha Henry, Olivia Holt, Ashley Parks, Kennedy Reynolds, Harvey Stark, and Elizabeth Triggerson. This is going to be, this senior class, you guys, has been phenomenal, and it's not just in music. They have been phenomenal throughout their whole high school career in everything they do. So they are going to be greatly missed all the way around. It's going to be hard. Before we move on, participation certificates for junior high kids, Cash Nelson, Starlet Nelson, and Gage Wickersham. Thank you, you should have stood up, there you go. All right, choir, first year pin goes to Amira Dionda. There are no second year kids. Third year bar goes to Pearl Klug, Billy Pritchett, and Tiffany Thiemann. And there are no fourth year students. Participation certificates go to, I have to make sure I get this in here because I didn't write it down. Raina, Isabella, Ashton, Arlen, McKaylee, Jacob, Delaney, Story, Gracie, Grayson, Ian, Alex, Wade, Reed, and Dre. We went to contest this year and we did all right. The band came away with a 2 and the choir came home with a 3, and we really feel like the choir kind of got a little cheated on that because they were fabulous this year. They were really good. Okay, moving on. Like I said, this was such an extremely hard class to make a decision on, like John Philip Sousa. I would love to be able to divide that award up and give it to every single student in the senior class. Kind of tried to make sure that the Marine Corps award that's for music was a different student. NSAA for high school band was a different student, so that we could at least cover some of them. But this student for the John Philip Sousa is an outstanding musician their whole 4 years in high school. I don't have the paper in front of me because that stuff will be coming, so the student will be getting that. I had to really think hard about, okay, how do I weigh this out and how do I do this? And it came down to the fact is that I have one student that every time I was absent or anything, I could leave sub-plans with the sub-teacher, and I could count on this student to run class for me for the past 2 years, which was really kind of nice. She just stepped in and just ran class, and I know I didn't have to worry about anything else. She just did it, and they were playing. So this year's John Philip Sousa award goes to Harley Stark. And that is all I have.
This year's art students, I'm going to just call you up, and I have, I'm going to start with seniors and get you guys out here because I also feel like you seniors are just a great group, but not that all of them aren't. But I'm going to start with Elizabeth, Chelsea, Natasha, Fallon, and Senna. Come on down, and you guys can stand out here. Then I'll do juniors: Tiffany, Ehaka, Danica, Pearl, JC, Brooke, and Winter. You guys also come down. Alana, Chloe, Maya, Austin, Jamarian, Anthony, Amariah, Avery, Maida, Katie, Brenna, Raina, Layton, Holt, and Alan. And yes, there's kind of a bunch. Sometimes it ends up looking like a lot, but we ended up with certain groups of kids that were in 2 days a week and others that were in 3 days a week, and it just doesn't always, it's kind of all over the place with certain things. So I have, like I said, a number of great artists. Alan, you're down here, sorry. You didn't know that you were part of this, huh? Anyway, and so the artwork that we did this year, probably because of your teacher, was you were slighted on getting it to the art show just because I couldn't get it already. But I think that we have some really awesome artists and some awesome things. We tried to put some artwork out there in the hallway so that you could see. We just came back from the NBC conference, MD conference art show that was held in Elgin, and we just showed really well there. And so I'm really proud of all that you do. I know that some of you guys are still working on some projects and trying to get those things done, but we have a couple weeks except for our seniors that we have. And I have, like I said, the seniors that have worked really hard to do all the different things for 4 years, so it's not just this year. I actually ended up this year giving my Outstanding Artist Award to Elizabeth and Chelsea for the fact that they were able to spend a lot of time in the art room and doing a lot of that. But like I said, it's not just so their artwork is really incredible, and I want you to be able to take a look at all of the other things that everybody else did too. Out in the hallway, we also have a couple other people that were not in art, so I think Wolfie and Carly got to display some things in the art show. They also fit in art at different times, or Carly's happened to be in her shop class, so we shared that. But yeah, I'm just really proud of my art students. Thank you everyone for all of your work this year. I should have had Mrs. J stand up because Mrs. J was an art teacher also. Sorry.
What? That's actually kind of good.
Still loves drama.
As you can see, these are some faces you've seen a few times today. I am blessed to have them in our power group. Penny Reynolds was the assistant coach this year. Without her, we could not have done it. And this year, our play was Murder, or was it, right? These guys did really well. In our last showing at NBC, they received, some of you received Outstanding Performance Awards, and Niobrara High School received a Superior Rating in District for 2022. And these kids put in a lot of time before school, which is hard for them, and then in the evenings as well, because they were, as you've seen, in multiple activities. So thank you very much, and also for my seniors, please step forward. This has been, an honor for me. So. New 9th graders and 8th graders that will be joining these ranks, but your shoes cannot be filled. Thank you very much.
Why don't you guys all stand up for a minute, because I bring a little bit with it here. So stretch for a second, then I'll have you sit back down, and we'll get going on some of these academic awards, or some of the academic awards that I have to do. While I get organized. Just keep the basket in. All right, guys. Go ahead, stretch, and then sit back down. All right, so these awards that I'm going to get ready to share with you guys are ones that I want you to pay attention to. You start looking at these awards through middle school. I'm actually going to switch the program a little bit, okay? The second to the last thing is the PBIS awards. And I think we want to switch it a little bit because we really focus on looking at positive behavior in school. And I want all of you to realize that the positive behavior that we push in school is what eventually earns you the awards that I'm going to read after that. So I'm going to kind of explain to you. Does anyone in here know why we teach you about positive behaviors? Anybody? Anybody? Life skills. What else? What? Your future. Okay, well first, it improves student outcomes. You perform better academically, you get along better socially, you feel better about yourself, it reduces bullying, it reduces stress, it decreases the use of drugs and alcohol among students. So when you feel better, you do better. Second, we teach you about positive behaviors because it reduces the amount of time that teachers and administrators spend dealing with office referrals and suspensions. So guess what, guys? That means more time is spent on doing things that make you happy in school. Lastly, teaching you guys about positive behaviors improves the atmosphere of the school because guess what? Are you listening? Because when the teachers feel good and things are going good, then students feel good, and then students do well. So make sure that you're listening to these positive behaviors, because when I look out here, I want to see these positive behaviors going on. You all know what it looks like. We teach you the expectations at the beginning. We teach them at the beginning of the year, the beginning of the quarter, the beginning of the semester, before banquets, before speakers. We teach all these positive behaviors at the beginning of things and then reward you for following those expectations. Now, it does get a little bit controversial, and you guys know this as well as I do, that sometimes it seems unfair when someone may have gotten more Cougar Cash than you, or when you behave all the time and you don't get the recognition that you deserve. Sometimes that feels unfair, and it stinks. However, I want you to remember this. Life is a game, which is not always fair. However, if you play the game the right way, with positive behaviors, and you give it your best shot, you're gonna win in the end. It doesn't matter how much Cougar Cash you get. I'm gonna say it again, because I need everybody to listen. Life is a game in which is not always fair. However, if you play the game the right way with positive behaviors and give it your best shot, you are going to win in the end. Sometimes people just need a little extra instruction and encouragement on how to play the game of life the right way. And that's why it might seem unfair sometimes. But with that being said, I am so proud of all the hard work that you guys have done this year. And I'm going to explain to you why. There are 7,500, I am not exaggerating, if anything, that's a lowball number, 7,500 Cougar Cash hanging in our hallways as we speak, probably another 2,000 in this bag that I haven't counted yet because I haven't had time, and you guys are overwhelming me with some positive behaviors. Each and every one of these little pieces of paper that hang in our hallway and that are in this bag are examples of positive choices that you've made throughout the school year so far. So give yourselves a round of applause, guys. And I talked to a few teachers and talked to some people, and what we kind of decided to do is I'm not going to hand out a Cougar of Character Award or awards, because instead I want to celebrate all of you and remind you all that you are all Cougars of Character. You all have good character. It's not just a few people highlighted in this gym. It's every single one of you. You are always responsible for how you act, no matter how you feel. And remember, you can make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Okay, so that's the PBIS awards, guys. So now we're going to go on with the academic awards, because with those positive behaviors, with those good intentions and good things that you are adding up here, the band, choir, drama, speech, Skills USA, all of these positive things, I'm not even reading out the list, the writing the Americanism essays,
participating in girls and boys, Cornhusker Girls and Boys State, all these student council, honor society, all these things that you do add up and culminate into the awards that I'm going to announce next. Okay? So, throughout the course of the school year, many organizations contact me regarding our students' strengths, accomplishments, and character. All students are capable of being nominated. Every single, I'm going to say this again, every single one of you is capable of being nominated for these awards and selected for these awards and are chosen by certain requirements. Underclassmen, it's important to listen to the following so you know what it takes to receive these special recognitions and that you can begin setting and working towards those goals now as 8th grade, as 7th grade, as freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Set goals for yourself, work hard, and you will eventually hear your name announced up here for these honors. It is my pleasure to present the following awards for the 22-23 school year. Can I please have Carly Nielsen and Kennedy Reynolds come down? Well, you don't even know what the award is yet, guys. But you can clap for her. Go ahead and stand right here, ladies. They're going, I have no idea, oh my gosh. Okay, the Omaha World Herald All-Academic Program. Nominees for this award must rank in the top percentage of the senior class. ACT scores, coursework over their 4 years of high school, congressional district information, plans for college, and any scholarship they have received to date are all calculated when determining the selection for the All-Academic Program honor. This year, Carly Nielsen and Kennedy Reynolds have received the Omaha World Herald All-Academic Honorable Mention in recognition of distinguished scholarship, ranking in the top 4% of all graduating seniors in the state of Nebraska's class of 2023. These students will be featured in the Scholars section of the Omaha World Herald May 15th edition. Congratulations, ladies. Stay for a second. The Norfolk Daily News Northeast Nebraska All-Academic Team. Each school is allowed to nominate 1% of its total high school enrollment for 9th through 12th grade. That calculates one person in our high school. Selection of the top 20 students from those nominated will be completed by a panel of educational professionals from Wayne State College and Northeast Community College. The selection is based on 40% of class rank and grade point average, 40% of college entrance exam scores, and 20% of educational essay. The announcement of this award will be made in early May. It has not been released yet. I gave Carly a nomination form earlier in the quarter. She filled it out and we sent it in. And here, the awards will be released here early May. So this year's nomination from Niobrara was Carly Nielsen. Please watch the Norfolk Daily News in the next couple weeks for the awards. Congratulations. Can I have Kellen Moody and Harley Stark come down, please? Okay. The Marine Corps Distinguished Athlete Award. The United States Marine Corps traditionally places great emphasis on physical training and team sports. The process begins with the Marine Corps recruit training in the Recruit Depot of Parris Island in South Carolina and San Diego, California. Each year, in an effort to promote and foster both organized athletics and individual fitness, they sponsor the Distinguished Athlete Award. This award is a certificate recognizing an athlete who clearly demonstrates his or her best effort to excel in all areas of physical fitness and competition.
This award is not designed to recognize only star players of the team. It may be used to honor the most improved athlete or the athlete who, while not a superstar, put forth 100% effort to assist and motivate his or her team. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in nominating Kellen Moody and Harley Stark for the Distinguished Athlete Award for their displays of courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership as high school athletes. Congratulations, you two. Carly, I'll have you come back down. The Marine Corps Scholastic Excellence Award. A popular Marine Corps recruiting poster depicts the Trojan horse of Greek mythology with the caption, "Superior thing has always overwhelmed superior force." The United States Marine Corps sponsors the Scholastic Excellence Award to a high school student who is identified by their school as a distinguished scholar. The student selected is an exemplary student, young citizen, leader, and scholar, and role model for younger students. The student must exhibit the most inspiration or greatest determination in pursuit of his or her studies. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in nominating Carly Nielsen for the Scholastic Excellence Award because of her academic achievement and leadership as a high school scholar. Congratulations, Carly. Kennedy, can I have you come down, please? The Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Award. The Semper Fidelis Award for Musical Excellence is presented by the United States Marine Youth Foundation and the Marine Corps League in recognition of diligence, dedication, and musical excellence as a performing high school bandsman or soloist. This is a musical performance recognition award that ultimately is chosen by the band director. This year's nomination is presented to Kennedy Reynolds. I'm going to have the following students come down and stand, please. I need Harley, Colt, Chloe Reynolds, Olivia, Billy, Natasha, and Tiffany, but she's not here. Yeah, I know, it's so much fun. They won't bite, I promise. They'll be fine. Okay, so the Nebraska Chiropractic Physicians Association has joined forces with the Nebraska School Activities Association to recognize students in NSAA-sponsored events. Now, this is important, guys, because this isn't just a sports award. This is not just an academic award. This is a combination of the two. And it's not just sports either, it's activities. So this is a combination of your brains and your brawn, okay? What you participate in and your academics. To be eligible students, you must have a cumulative GPA of 3.7 on a 4.0 scale or a 93% or above. So at the end of every season, I send out a list to the coaches and the sponsors of those activities of who is eligible. They must be a varsity player or organization leader who has played a significant role on the team or group or in an organizational activity during the seasons for which they are nominated. Now for Cougar sports, athletes, Each team can only nominate 2 athletes for that team, Niobrara and Verdigris combined. For the activities that we do not co-op in, like band, choir, speech, drama, Niobrara can nominate 2 students. This year's academic all-staters are, for volleyball, Harley Stark. For football, Colt Adama. For girls basketball, Harley Stark. For boys basketball, Colt Adama. For wrestling, Chloe Reynolds. For speech, Olivia and Harley. For track and field, Billy Pritchett. And for music, Natasha Henry and Tiffany Thaman. Congratulations to all of you on being involved in activities and being multi-sport, multi-activity students while keeping your grades up and working on your academics and working on your pursuit of high academics. Great job, guys. Billy, Chloe. I got one more thing. Chloe and Billy stay down here, and I need James and Tiffany. That Tiffany's fine. That was a good handshake. No. The High School Recognition Awards from the University of Rochester in New York has participated in a tradition to help high schools recognize their most talented students since 1933. There are 4 awards that each school may nominate 1 junior for each award. Multiple awards may not be given to the same student. Here are the awards and the nominees. The Bosch and Loam Honorary Science Award criteria. Ooh, I'm gonna let you guys know too that I send out a survey to the teachers and I let the teachers vote on who receives these awards. So these are these awards. So these come from your teachers and they tell me what their thoughts are of who should be nominated for these awards. Okay? The Bosch and Loam Honorary Science Award criteria is high achievement and rigor in science classes and high math scores on standardized testing. This year's winner is Chloe Reynolds. The Frederick Douglass and Susan B. Anthony Award criteria is a demonstrated commitment to understanding and addressing difficult social issues, leadership and dedication to community action, and strong grades in rigorous courses taken in the humanities and social sciences. This year's winner is Tiffany Thaman. Tiffany is not here today, so. The George Eastman Young Leaders Award criteria is strong leadership experience at school and in the community, high grades and challenging courses, and extensive involvement in extracurricular activities. This year's winner is Billy Pritchett. Oh, nice handshake. All right. The Xerox Award for Innovation and Information Technology criteria is strong interest in innovation in information technology, exposure to new technologies outside of school, and leading other students to new approaches to old problems such as business fundraising, innovative community service, and after-school activities. This year's winner is James Mackey. Those people everyone that's coming into the school, I don't know if you guys necessarily saw the big cage thing we have out here. It's a drone obstacle course. James was very instrumental in helping get that set up. Is commonly out there flying the drones, working on technology that we don't always necessarily get to use every day because we're busy in the classrooms. So That's another thing I just wanted to shout James out for. Those award recipients who apply, if those 4 students apply to the University of Rochester, they will have their application fee waived and will be considered for the scholarship that corresponds with their award. Scholarship amounts range from $7,500 to $20,000 per year for 4 years. Congratulations, guys.
So I made a mistake and skipped an entire row of students on my list for honor roll because of your guys' clapping. I was trying to go so fast. So please stand up, and I apologize sincerely. Austin Avery, Jacob Matacek, Alex Matacek, Scarlett Nielsen, and Cash Nielsen. Congratulations, honor roll students. I'm sorry I forgot you the first time. All right, with that being said, this does conclude our 22-23 academic awards. It has been a very fantastic year of learning. Thank you to our parents, our teachers, our community members, and of course our staff for assisting our young learners along their paths. Thank you to you students for all of your hard work and commitment to your learning. Each of you has demonstrated perseverance, drive, and dedication to accomplish great things. Your teachers and I are very proud of you. Thank you.